people who come to my third project, Brand Booster, they see the mission I have there. I want to introduce the fashion brands to the fashion retailers, and then from there I want to take them outside, because from there is the real game, where I introduce fashion brands to the fashion retailers, and those retailers are always used to travel to Europe to discover a new fashion talent. I'm telling them, if you want to see a local talent, come to Brand Booster Show, where I, together with my partner, Ms. Geraldine, we work together with the fashion brands to make them ready for you to enter your retail, to make them ready for you to prepare a good collection, a strong collection. They know how to deal with you, how to submit the documents to you. Then I make them ready to enter the retail market in GCC. But my plan is to take them to other kind of trade shows in Europe to introduce the local brands really in Europe. But now I want to empower them first in GCC. Then I will take them to the world. For us to create a good show, to compete with the European shows, it was a huge responsibility. By the way, it was easy for me to bring just any trade show from Europe, successful one, and say I do partnership with you and I bring your name here and then you launch here and I just run it. But I think what's in my inside, my core, is I like to struggle. So I wanted to start something from scratch. So I built a new show with my partner, Ms. Geraldine. We started something from scratch. And we want to enforce this trade show, to introduce it as something to replace European shows for local brands, of course. So imagine the responsibility I have to select fashion brands to be ready to be selected by the retailers. They are coming big names. They are retailers who travel to Europe all the time to select Dior and Dolce Gabbana. They're the same ones who comes here to select local brand. So I have to be very careful. Galeries Lafayette, for example, he has a department store in Dubai Mall. So if you are a brand, you are selling only online. So you need to go to a trade show so that Galeries Lafayette sees you, and then he take your brand, he put it in Galeries Lafayette, and then he sells and he take commission, and then he pays you. So what you gain the point of sale without needing to open a store. That's what we teach in the fashion business. Okay, people tend to increase their sale. Okay, we'll go one step back, then we talk about the show. People tend to increase their sale, right? They want to do business. So what they have in their hand? Social media, website. Some of them will open their own store, right? They want to open her own store in Dubai. And you know how much costly it is to open a store, right? Or in Russia or any country. Because if you open one, you are limited to a very geographic location and nobody knows you. While if you take your brand to 5 different locations without paying rent, and then each location will promote your brand also because they are taking commission. So it's a win-win situation. So this thing has been running in the world for a very long time. But in our region, there was not. That's why I created the Brand Booster Show we are the first official trade show of a kind in the Gulf region. I've worked with so many brands, okay? And all of them, they go to the trade shows in America, in Italy, in France, in London. And I've seen the impact on their business when they go to the trade show, because very easily every trade show, they get a new 2-3 shops. So at the end, I have one Russian brand. She's my client. She is selling in 40 stores worldwide, 40, without paying rent. So all that was not here. Designers here, they go to DesignerHub, and then they learn, okay, we do it like this, we'll do the brand. And I noticed that I am losing them at the end. I'm losing them. Means they are just buying fabrics and then they come attend my session and then bye-bye. Then they do by themselves. There is nothing to do. They either selling online, or they're either have to rent some store,
Yeah, I
or
get
they go to small shows. But same time, I am seeing my other clients, what they are doing in the world. So I ask myself 5-6 years before, why in Gulf we don't have official trade show? We should, what's missing? We have the fabrics, we have the fashion designers, we have the good taste, we have a nice level, we have everything we need, we have, thanks God. Why a department store or a big retailer had to go to Europe to find brands? And I knew 3 brands local. They understood, they had a mentor, they had somebody who informed them. I know them like years back. They went to Milan to participate in a trade show there. And then guess what? A retailer from this region fly also to Milan, found them there, and then they did business in Dubai. So I'm like, and that's it. I said, okay, that's no more. I'm going to do it here. Because you have a local brand here, and you have the retailers here. The companies are here. Okay, if you want local brand, come to us. Then I had to partner, because alone I cannot do this. Again, back to the point of collaborations. I had to do it with my partner in Brand Booster, Miss Geraldine Laborie. My regards to her. Without her, I could not do that. We kept our hands together. So we launched the first official trade show in GCC. That was season 1. And we have a lot of success stories, which we are proud of from season 1. We were crying, me and Geraldine. We were literally crying when we saw success happen for one brand. She was just launched, and then she launched her brand in the right way. Immediately, she is in one store. So we feel achievement. You say, what's your success? This is my success when I saw them succeed. So the responsibility is huge on us. That's why we created a committee, a fashion committee of 4 people. Those are with very experienced fashion designer. One of them is very experienced in business. His name is Vincenzo. He runs a brand called Ava. They are #1 selling in GCC. They're very strong selling brand. And he is huge. He has a huge experience in fashion industry. And I have another person of the committee, Miss Simran, which she has more than 20 years in the fashion business. And she is very strong in the online platforms. Plus me and Geraldine, my partner. So we are 4 members of the fashion committee with Vincenzo, the Brazilian designer. He is the head of committee. We kept him, so he is the one to decide. So now, if the brand who is already been before in other trade shows, he knows what documents required, how to go to the department stores, he can apply directly to the committee. Committee will say yes or no. If no, he is not ready, or he hasn't been in any kind of a trade show like that before. He just started, or he started for a few years, but he has no idea what's this. He has to pass through a masterclass of 2 days where we show him what is the trade show, what is the difference between trade show and fashion show. This is not a fashion show, it's a trade show, huge difference, of course. We explain the concept. We explain what are the trade shows in the world, how you can do a big, safe business. Big, safe business means no risk. We show them all that, how to do the pricing, how to do the documents, what level your brand should be, how it will be appealing to the retailers so that they select your brand, not that brand. We invite VIPs. We invite big companies to support our mission. For example, Max Mara, for example, Alexander McQueen, Swarovski, they love to support us. On a personal level, like we know some contacts and they come and they want to support those local designers. They felt the responsibility. So they share their knowledge, their experience to empower these designers. They are ready, they apply, again to the committee, approved, they go to the show. From the show, they will be selected by any retailer in the region, and then they will increase their point of sale, increase their businesses. And then that's where my vision, I take them to participate. Once they are experienced, I take them to other trade shows also in Europe, where we can put them in the stores of Europe and America. That's my vision.